Yeah.
You know, but this way we always come to chop it up though. You feel me? Here every day.
Trezoom.
You know it, man. With ziggity zooming. We fresh out the season, fresh out the helmet. We still thugging. We still thugging. Yeah. Told all the fans come out. Told all the fans come out to Walmart tonight. Told all the fans come out. So you know we got a packed crowd. Yeah. I ain't even gonna disrespect my wifey like that. You said you ruthless about. That's what you gotta talk about. How you doing? Alright, we just gonna NPC. How you doing? I'm not worried about you. You the director. This is dead. Alright, man. Ziggity zooming. It's your main man's Trezoom. It's been about 3 to 5 months. 45 business days. A long time. I don't know. But we back. We got the man here, you feel me?
Big M.
Yeah.
Y'all know.
So, you know, we here to just do a slight recap and reflection of the sophomore season at Livingstone College playing with the Blue Bears. Number 13, wide receiver.
Number 19.
Yeah, so, I mean, we weren't able to, obviously, record all the content we wanted to, get everything out that we wanted to, as we cannot record ourselves on the field. But, you know, we do pick up a lot of lessons, and we do want to relay that on to you guys and make sure that you guys can be prepared when you get to this level, or you could take anything, even if you at a higher level or same level or mid-major, whatever, and just implement it into your life. If I had to pick one word or just describe the season and how it went, or one thing I learned, you know, it was a lesson that we kind of revisited that I felt like I kind of already knew about. But I would say patience, you feel me? You had to learn to be patient, let it come to you. And, you know, when things don't go your way, a lot of people lack patience. But I'm going to let Molly say his piece.
As the video continues, we'll start talking more and more about what's going on to now. But I say starting at the beginning of the season, you know, I started my YouTube channel, and I'm sure some of y'all have seen some of my videos. But in the summer, really trying to take my game already as myself to the next level, you know. So now coming into the season, as we were expecting, you know, to be one of the top and higher teams in the either in the conference or even in the nation, honestly. Things happen. Overall, it was another learning experience because I am still new to this, but at the same time, regardless of me having a learning experience, so it gives me new perspective too. You see things from multiple perspectives now, so it's like, okay, I can understand from this way, and I see from this way.
And that's not to take anything away from, you know, the season that we did have, because I feel like we improved a lot from our freshman year, not only as players, but as a team. You know, we went from 1-9 to 4-6, and that's a large improvement.
Huge improvement.
But you know, along the way it was a bumpy road. I'm not gonna lie, it was bumpy. And you know, we came out first game of the season, played against Catawba. You know, it was the breaking in of our new blue field, that one of the first HBCU to have a blue field. But you know, that's not football, so you know, we came out and we didn't protect home field. You know, we got blown out. We played a close game up until probably about midway through the second quarter, but our youth began to show. You know, reflecting on the opening part of the season, Catawba, then we played Elizabeth City in the Down East Viking Classic. And, you know, those two games really kind of showed our youth, but they also showed our teamwork ability and our skills. And not to mention, I don't know, I can't speak for, well, yeah, you didn't play those two games, did you? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I wasn't a big part of the rotation that game. And that was a lot different from my freshman year, because as a lot of people probably know, my freshman year, first time I touched the rock, that was a house call. And I scored on it, and I was starting. And coming back this season, you know, rotation has shaken up, and I found myself, you know, more closer to the bottom of the depth chart than where I had been. And it was just, you know, those two games, we lost Catawba and we beat Elizabeth City, but it taught us a lot as men, and it taught us how to, kind of roll with the punches.
Well, mine started right after fall camp, so I had like a fantastic fall camp. Like it's a film. I have a fall camp film as well, as y'all, if y'all want to go see it.
We're
on
gonna
my
drop that
channel.
right here, bro.
It's gonna be in the link. Like I had a fantastic fall camp. Like I was guaranteed basically almost a starting spot off the way I was playing. And that fall camp game I was playing in, and I ended up what was it called?
The AC joint.
Yeah, I ended up something messing with my AC joint and messing with my labrum, and really I was shaky for honestly the first 2 weeks because I couldn't even, like, it was here and my arm was painful. I couldn't even go up higher than this. But after that, I started getting my motioning back, and about week one, I understood why I was out out and I didn't play was I'm not 100%. I wasn't 100%. But by week 2, I was 100% back in practice, making plays, going back to normal movement how I was before then. So now, when it got to week 2, I was kind of confused, but I really didn't question it because, I'm not, and hey, y'all need to play me. I'm just going with the process, going with the flow. Okay, I'm just work back up.
Yeah, and that's part of, the maturity level that I feel like, especially my league showed. As somebody who's coming into his third year of football, his second year of real football, we didn't want to, at college, on the college level, you don't really get to whine and beg for playtime. You either earn it and you get it or you don't. So, we wasn't in a position where, y'all kind of might be asking, like, well, why didn't, like, people tell me that all the time, like, you should have went and talked to the coaches, you got to plead your case and all this stuff. But at the end of the day, they out there every week at practice, they see when we score, they see when we drop the ball. They can view our progression, and it's really up to them about, whether they have a comfortability putting us on the field that week and the attack that they want to use. We didn't really have the first half of the season that we wanted. I didn't get my first catch until, I want to say, what game was it? It probably wasn't until the third, fourth, or fifth game, that we were actually getting involved into the offense. But our offense was, on the other hand, it was one of the worst in the nation. It was one of the worst in the nation. We didn't run the ball effectively. We didn't pass the ball effectively. And this was actually, our O-line was a lot better than they were the previous year when we were 1-9. But, it was real disappointing that we weren't able to be as much of a high-power offense as we have the talent to. Oh, yeah, I was out Virginia Union. So we played Catawba College, Elizabeth City State, Virginia Union, and Virginia State. Didn't get my first catch until the fourth game of the season, Virginia State, about a 30-yard catch. And we played Bowie. Didn't get anything that game.
I didn't play till Winston.
Yeah, Molly ain't played till the fifth game of the season.
I got in Bowie State. I think I got in like 2 reps. And by that time, I was 100% making plays every other day. It's a sometimes noticeable, difference, or if it's a different flow. You see, okay, he goes in and impacts in a certain way, and then somebody else goes in, their rotation is not meeting the standard. So it's like, why not? It's kind of obvious almost sometimes. So that's how I kind of felt, but I didn't say anything because, trust the process. I'm going to just go with it, go with the flow. So just kept doing my thing till, finally we got to Winston. I think I started. Yeah, I started versus Winston. I think I only had 2 completions, but it were 2 big completions.
Yeah, my first start was the week before we played Bowie. I don't know if y'all already seen the game day vlog on that. I don't know when this is dropping or that's dropping, but we did a game day vlog, and in that vlog, we show you guys the process of traveling, getting to Maryland, really what it's like to be really in the mix in college football. But that week I started, we had Certain was injured, and that was some more stupid stuff, just things going on at practice and within the team. I feel like as a team we really beat ourselves more than anybody else did, and that's another frustrating thing about it. But Bowie, that was my first start. Didn't have any catches. Wasn't our best game through the air. Wasn't even our best game on the ground. Probably our worst game for both offensively. But, things really started to open up in the second half of the season for me against Winston-Salem State. Had 2 catches. One of them was, in the fourth quarter during crunch time to set us up for the game-winning touchdown. Shout out to my boy Certain on that one, man. He saved the game on that one, and we beat them for the first time in 24 years. So things like that, that's making history. Yeah, and everybody doesn't really view it that way because the season wasn't the best season, but that was something that we did that no Livingstone team in the past 20 years had really done. It was good to be a part of that, and I think really holding on to that kind of shows us the amount of growth that we had. As the season began to come to a close, We did win our last game against Johnson C. Smith. You know, we went out against Shaw. We actually lost that game that we definitely could have won, should have won. Things like that show our youth. Like I said, you know, it shows how young we were as a team. But enough about the team. You know, personally, like we said, it didn't really pick up for us till the second half of the season. A lot of times it's gonna be like that. You know, for a lot of y'all, like start the season off, you excited, you happy to be back playing football again, but things don't really start off the way you wanted them. So that's when I feel like we really had to trust the process and the work that y'all seen us do. We know that we did. And, you know, it's a business at this point. It's really a business at all levels, but especially when you get to that college and high school, like past that level, it's not about your feelings anymore. You know, it was hard. You know, we had those talks. You know, we weren't on the field at the same time. Sometimes I'll be on the field, sometimes he'll be on the field. But I feel like, you know, being able to lean on your brothers and talk to them about what you're going through while y'all on that same journey, you know, that's another important aspect. Good not to be somebody who's going to go around clowning your teammates or downing your teammates because of the amount of time they are or are not getting on the field. They don't have the final say on that. You know, they could be working, you know, busting their tail to get on the field, and sometimes it comes, sometimes it doesn't. You know, we know about, you know, waiting our turn and waiting on our time to come. And, you know, for Mali, personally, I feel like he got a big time coming up, and it's in his future.
So recently I entered the transfer portal, and as you already know, yeah, that thing booming for sure. But it was a decision I decided to make. It was really made kind of last year, but I had kind of, you know, talked to my parents and stuff. Wanted to stay another season, really trying to believe in this school, and then, you know, some things still happen not to go right, and so many things I feel like I can have a better advantage or better, you know, stability or so at somewhere else. So I feel like I can grow and try a new environment, basically. I'm currently in the portal. I have, how long has it? I've been in the portal probably about a month now. I have 7 offers currently right now. So I'm really blessed to have everything that has been given to me so far.
That's that 6-4.
Really excited just to see where I will go. Like, I know people ask me all the time, oh, where do you want to go? Who do you like? I've talked to a few people who like think about where I want to go. It's still exciting to see like myself, like where am I? Like, I would never really imagine myself. Like, I really right now thought I would be playing college basketball. Like, literally 3 years ago, I didn't know I was playing no college football. Almost like a dream. Like, I'm watching my own dream while I'm in my dream.
He really does have that ability. You know, he's one of those guys where, like he said, he's already gotten 7 offers in a month, and that's not the story of a lot of guys that are in the portal. Majority of guys in the portal won't get picked up. You know, when you got the natural ability and talent that this guy has, you know, a 6'4" guy who can run, catch, and be physical. It's just things that you know you got to know about yourself, and that's why I'm proud of him, especially because, you know, he recognized and he saw it is other opportunities out there for myself, and I do have to, you know, weigh those options. But from my perspective a little bit, I probably had no more than 150 yards receiving. Didn't really get, you know, maximum playing time this season. As y'all know, I've been here before, and I'm really excited about it. You know, I like the fact that this season sent me more adversity, and I'm starting to get comfortable in it. Y'all saw us at the beginning of the season. Y'all saw the video we made recapping spring and then going into fall, you know, fall workouts, fall camp. Y'all saw all that, and, you know, on my Lee channel, he has his fall camp highlights. So y'all saw how it was going. But just to give y'all this kind of debrief at the end of the season to let you know things aren't always gonna, they could seem like they're going this way or they could seem like they're going that way, but the tables always turn.
Even you, whoever's watching, you may be in the portal too, I don't know. Even though the school, you may have your bumpy roads, just know, regardless whatever school you go to, you will still have a bumpy road there. It's not going to be clear, crystal. Just know maybe you can't deal with that problem, but you can deal with the other problem.
Yeah.
Basically, that's almost what it is.
And it's the key to this whole thing for me, I feel like, is getting comfortable being uncomfortable. You'll survive anywhere.
I want to go get uncomfortable.
Yeah. Like, I like Livingstone because, well, I don't, you know what I'm saying, it's not my favorite place on earth, but I feel like it definitely teaches you, like, it's going to hold that mirror up in front of yourself and cause you to have to really rise up and be a man. It's going to make you stand on what you came here for. And, you know, E.T. the hip-hop preacher says, how do you act when you don't get what you thought you were working for. When things don't go your way, how are you able to respond and bet on himself? And you know, he still got more opportunities coming in. For me, I'm holding down at the fort. 4-6 season this year wasn't that bad. Molly's probably he's one of 40 guys on our team who got in the portal. Another big hit of adversity. You know, I'm ready to come back in the spring and work, and it's all about how you can respond. That's another thing we learned during the season. It just wasn't perfect, but it was a great experience, and it's something to remember. Had a lot of laughs, you know, a lot of ups, a lot of downs, but you know, I'm glad we got this kind of perspective, you know, bounced ideas off each other and everything, because he's in the portal. I'm gonna stick it out here. But the truth about the transfer portal is it's not a lot of stuff that people know. Once you into it, you kind of learn the hard way. You know, if you had some education about it before going in.
Make sure you have education before you go in. That's what I had. Like I had a whole year understanding, reading. You don't even understand. Like when you really want to do something, or if you really feel like you do it, make sure you get information before you do it.
No, he could have left really after his freshman season, but just to get another year of experience and knowledge, he stayed and he stuck another season out.
All this stuff every day, just know it's learning. It's a slow process. Don't need to rush anything. People always expect to be somewhere already. That's fine, you see it, but you got time. There's reasons why you're not there just yet.
Yeah, bro. Y'all can still expect all the workout videos. Just taking y'all on this journey. Y'all go ahead and say what's up to the top linebackers in the conference. You got William Timms right here. Yeah. Jaden Echols right here, man, number 41. And then Christian in the back, man. You feel me? Another freshman. And with the right energy. But yeah, man.
You know what they say, 41-14, can't nothing get in between.
Right. Yeah. Appreciate y'all tuning in. And yeah, y'all boys stay tuned. Zoom love y'all. I'm Ziggity out.